Good morning and thanks so much for joining in. You're watching Ask Profiter on NDTV Profit. My name is Alex Matthew and with me is Smriti Chaudhary. We'll take you through the next half an hour or so of trade. Like the name suggests, this show gets you all of the questions that you have answered on, and this is of course stock specific questions. To answer those questions, we've got Gaurang Shah as well as Rajesh Palviya joining in. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for taking the time. Before we jump into the questions, let's very quickly take you through what's happening with the markets right now. Remember, it is options expiry day and you have the Nifty 50 that's trading in a very narrow range. That has been the case. Jump straight into the queries and we've got the first one coming in. Oh, by the way, I had to tell you, if you're tuning in for the first time, you can send your question to us on that WhatsApp number on your screen as well as on the YouTube channel. We're live across all social media platforms, so you can send us a message anywhere. Let's take the first question from Shiva. He's writing in from Visakhapatnam and he's got a question on NHPC. Rajesh, this one's for you because he's got a short-term view. He's bought at levels of 71. He's asking whether to hold on for the possibility of some gains here.
Good afternoon. So we have seen very strong rally in NHPC. Some profit taking is happening at around from higher level, but still, if we analyze the near-term, short-term structure for the stock, it's in the bullish trajectory. Yes, some profit taking is coming, but on the downside, the important support area which is placed at around 67 rupees. So if the stock not breaks below 67, there is a high possibility. Then again, we may see a pullback action from those levels, and then possibly we can see a continuation of this uptrend towards 78 to 85 kind of level. But he has to hold this position because it's a low beta stock. 67 is the immediate support area where one should keep eye or one can average out at 67 rupees also.
Right. Next up, we have a question.
Alternative investments would be a better suggestion.
Right. Do you have, Rajesh, any view on HSCL based on the technical levels?
So if I analyze on the medium-term to long-term chart structure, there is a breakout on monthly chart. Stock managed to give breakout of its multiple month supply zone at 83 rupees. So that clearly shows that, after a long consolidation of almost 12 to 18 months, stock managed to give this breakout. So 83, 84 is the important trajectory for the stock on the downside. Till this stock is holding above this level, then there is a high possibility that we can see a momentum further higher towards 96 to 105. That could be the possible target on a positional basis. So as he has bought at around 81 rupees, so he may trail his stop loss higher to 84 rupees and hold the position for further upside target of 95 to 105.
Okay. Reggie Varghese has got the next question. He's writing in from Kerala. Not a stock that we talk about every day, understandably, Gaurang, and I'm not certain.
Which support the growth of real estate sector is likely to do well.
Right. We're already seeing pretty good numbers coming out in the real estate sector for their Q3 business update. But Rajesh, do you have a view on Circa Paints? They want to know the buying levels in the stock.
So overall, if I analyze the stock is moving in upsloping channel on the daily chart. That clearly shows that there is a sustained uptrend is taking place in the stock. Stock is trading above to all its important moving averages. On the weekly chart, series of higher top, higher bottom formation is there. So that clearly shows there is a sustained buying is taking place in the stock. If you get any opportunity in decline towards 405, 402, that's the near-term support area for the stock where you can buy the stock with stop loss of 390. That's the stop loss you can place when you buy at around 405. And on the higher side, the kind of momentum which we are seeing that it may continue further towards 445, 450 could be the near-term to short-term target for the stock.
Right. Next up, we have a question from Ashokan, and he's writing to us from Mumbai. He's talking about Nestle. Now, we've seen a lot.
Go to the next one.
Right. Next one, we're talking about Adani Wilmar. This is from Adarsh from Kerala. He wants a long-term view in this stock. Gaurang, Adani Wilmar, we've seen some news flow around this. How do you view this for the longer term?
So I think post the listing, the stock showed a tremendous amount of performance on the high.
There's opportunity to buy in the stock right now?
So we have seen significant recovery in most of the Adani Group stock, but Adani Wilmar is still struggling to cross its supply zone, which is placed at around 390-95 zone. So until the stock not crosses above 395, it may remain in consolidation for some more time. Once it crosses above 395, 400 kind of level, then possibly we may see some, a good amount of buying action again in the stock, and then possibly we can see further higher target. But till now, we believe that, some more consolidation we can see in the range of 345 to 390. This could be the possible range for some more time for Adani Wilmar.
Standard disclaimer here. We are speaking to you as NDTV Profit. This is part of the NDTV group, which is owned by the Adani Group as well. This next question is specifically to you, Gaurang, and it's coming in from Babu, who's asking about a couple of stocks that he's thinking of having an SIP approach to. One is
from Sujay from Kolkata. He has already bought Bank of Maharashtra shares at 49.5. The current price is below that price. Rajesh, would you suggest holding it onto for the longer term?
So we have seen a good amount of rally in last couple of months. Stock is now consolidating at a higher band of this rally. On the higher side, the major supply zone is placed at around 49.50 rupees. So once the stock crosses above those levels, then possibly we can see a rally towards a 65 kind of level on a positional basis. So he may hold the position as overall structure is on the medium term to long term is on the bullish side. We believe that till stock is holding above 43 level on a monthly or weekly closing basis, I think there is no as such worry in terms of trend. So with stop loss of 43, he may hold the position, and on the breakout of 50, he may add further more position. I think then really can extend to 60 to 65 kind of level.
Okay. I'm not terribly sure about the volumes in this particular counter, but it is a technical query, so I'm going to come to you. Gargi from West Bengal is asking about Honeywell Auto, and this is obviously a stock with a high ticket price, 36,800 rather, is where it is currently trading. Is it worth accumulating is the question. Technical view is being sought. Rajesh, over to you.
Yeah, definitely. It's a very low volume stock. Still now only 2,200 units have been traded in this counter. It's a high ticket size stock. So I think stock is in downtrend at this moment on the near term to short term perspective. If we look at the chart structure, stock has taken support from its multiple support zone of 35,000. So that level is important to watch for on the downside. But again, I think if their view is to buy and accumulate for a short to medium term perspective, they may buy with stop loss of 35,000. On the higher side, once the stock crosses about 37,800, then we can see good rally towards 39,000, even 40,000 kind of level. But at this moment, the stock is in consolidation. Buy on dips is the strategy, but keep your stop loss at 35,000 level.
Right. Next up, we have a question from Shiv Kumar from Dubai. He's talking about Rajesh Exports. They've already bought shares at 548 levels. Currently, the stock is trading out 370. Gaurang, would you have a view on this one?
I'll give it a pass, Smriti. We don't have coverage.
All right. Let's take a technical view then. Rajesh, how does Rajesh Exports look to you?
So, Smriti, it's in a downtrend series of lower top, lower bottom formation on daily chart. Stock is trading below to all its near-term, short-term moving average. That clearly shows that there is a weakness in the stock across all time frame. We don't see recovery in a hurry in the stock. At this moment, we believe that whenever we see any kind of pullback towards 400, 420, again there would be a supply pressure. Until the stock not crosses above 420, 440 level on the higher side on a weekly closing basis, there won't be any recovery kind of trade is going to take place. So I think it may remain under pressure. Only sell on rise is the strategy in this stock. On the downside, once the stock again breaks below 340, maybe it may continue furthermore down move towards 280 to 60 kind of level also. So overall structure is very weak.
All right. Gaurang as well as Rajesh, thank you so much for joining in and answering all the questions that you did. And viewers, I hope that all of the questions that were answered today help you in some way, either directly or indirectly. That brings us to the end of this particular edition of Ask Profit. Thank you so much for watching. Do stay tuned. Lots more coming up on NDTV Profit.
Bye.